команды, там слетали на тучанку, помогли Грюнту, Ордену. И сейчас можем отправиться на последнее доступное задание. Основное — остановить коллекционеров, то есть найти систему жнецов свой-чужой, в ходе которой, если я правильно помню, добудем себе в команду последнего напарника, это Легиона, то есть гетто. После этого уже, наверное, пробежимся, хотя, может быть, даже сейчас пробежимся по кораблю, поболтаем с напарником, может, кто-нибудь что-нибудь новое интересное расскажет. Так, сначала зайдем к Джейкобу, но он вряд ли разговорится. По-моему, все диалоги уже были.
I'm more interested in just talking for a bit.
Sounds good.
А, нет,
I
да.
could use some downtime.
Появились диалоги.
There's always something, right? The way some people talk, we may as well be dead already. Hard for the crew to relax on this kind of job.
No kidding. The next Normandy gets a lounge.
Так он есть же бар, ё-моё, Шепард.
Rebuilding everything was a pain in the ass.
I can verify that.
Yeah, I bet you can. I doubt they'll front the money to
Да,
stitch me
таких
back
как
together
ты
if we
много,
screw it up.
если
It's
ты
a hell of a
понимаешь, о
job,
чем я.
isn't it, Shepard? Being the good guys.
Wouldn't be the high road if it was easy.
You've got to figure if all the people hoping we win stood up, the collectors would have a much bigger fight on their hands. Claws, whatever. I bet we have a lot more friends once we win. Hope we live to see it.
I hear that.
Anyway, I need to get back to work. Good talking to you.
Да, немного ты, конечно, поболтал, но ладно.
Commander.
I'm more interested in just
Already?
talking.
I'm not big on forcing these talks.
How are we doing,
Felt
Jake?
good to take that collector ship, but we need to find a way to take it to them. Anything else, Commander?
What do you think of
This
the
crew is as good as it can be. Anything else, Commander?
На
Commander.
этом все. Так, посмотрим, что там у Морзина с самочувствием. Не гложет ли его чувство вины?
Still hard to believe Malin betrayed me, betrayed my work, disgusted by his actions. Proud of his nerve, though. Always thought he lacked backbone. Hope he finds something new, better goal, better purpose, fewer torture tests.
You're really at peace with what happened?
Yes, of course. Can't change what happened. Life continues. Back to mission, back to work. Become like Malin otherwise. Solarian emotional processing faster than other species. Has to be. Short-lived culture can't spend time reminiscing.
К сожалению, слишком быстро живущие.
So you really don't feel bad at all about what happened on Tuchanka?
Yes, correct. Now at least. Greatly distressed at the time. Stages of grief, loss, anger, rationalization. Dealt with it. Most issues settled on Tuchanka, some on shuttle back to Normandy.
Быстро ты, конечно.
Malin didn't seem like he processed his emotional response. He was obsessed with the genophage.
True, didn't mean to imply that Solarians were healthier emotionally, can still make wrong choices, bad decisions from grief, anger, guilt. Malin couldn't accept feelings, made decision, executed. Probably before I left for Omega. Wish I'd seen it. Solarians still feel, just resolve it quickly. Explains lack of marriage, can't sustain courtship emotions. Or perhaps based on reproduction. Unsure.
Что
What
там
about
с
Malin's data on the
исследованиями?
genophage? His attempts at a cure?
What about it? Have it over there somewhere. Not dealing with it now. Need to focus on collectors. Not important now, regardless. Appreciate you helping me back on Tuchanka. Should get back to work. Wasted enough time already. Lots to do. Talk later? Shepard, how can I help?
Have you got a minute to talk?
Some other time. About to test new bioweapon. Not on us, of course. Didn't think I had to specify, but Joker got nervous. Anything else?
I'll let you
We'll be
work.
here if you need me.
Так, а Кайли, ты что-нибудь скажешь? Келли, точнее.
I saw the reports on Horizon, Commander. What you did was amazing. The report mentioned that Cade Malenko was there. How did that go?
Хорошо пошло. Эшли сдохла, допустим.
It was good to see him.
А, стоп, горизонт. Мы говорим про то, когда коллекционеры напали. Про миссию, когда мы заколдовали бомбу в планете, где Сарн выращивал гетто в первой части.
Do you have a moment to talk?
I always have time for you, Commander.
А у меня нет. Пока. Пройдемся по каютам экипажа. Давайте по порядку прям. Первый у нас Стейн по часовой стрелке. Нет, так, получается. По часовой, все правильно.
Do you need something?
Have a few minutes to talk?
Certainly.
If you don't mind my saying, you don't really seem like an assassin.
You've spent too much time fighting thugs who think custom-painted armor makes them professionals. The Hanar trained my body for this role since I was 6 years old.
You've been killing since you were 6?
Of course not. I didn't make my first kill until I was 12. They were training me. I was not to be used and thrown away. I was an investment.
Да, понятно. В принципе, Ханар сами далеки от идеала в плане боевки. Даже летающие медузы с щупальцами.
You were a child, not an investment.
I've given you the wrong idea. They valued me, yes, as a resource, but also as a person. They regretted their need for me.
The Hanar? Excessively polite, worship the Protheans? They don't seem the type who train assassins.
Every species trains assassins. The Hanar are only unusual in that they need other species to do the killing for them. They have a strong grip and natural toxins, but have you ever seen one move quickly outside of water? Or fire a gun?
К счастью, не приходилось.
Why did your parents agree to this?
The agreement was made under the compact. It was an honor for our family.
The compact.
We live on the Hanar homeworld because they rescued us, some of us, from extinction. We owe them our lives. That is the compact.
What exactly are the terms of the compact?
There are many things the Hanar can't do, even with mechanical aid. They ask Drell to assist them.
This can't be legal. They made your whole race into slaves.
Don't insult me, Shepard. Anyone can refuse to serve. Few do. We owe our existence to the Hanar. We are proud to repay the debt.
The way you describe it, the Hanar sound like weaklings.
Out here they are. But if you could see them in the encompassing, the oceans of Kaje, you would see them differently. A stream of silver in the dark, looping, diving. So fast the eye can't follow. Laughter like the squeals of a child fighting against the water. They fly over the black of the seabed like birds, plumed with the light of heaven.
Why was your race going extinct?
Overpopulation. That must sound trite to you. Humans developed mass effect drive before the problem became acute. Our homeworld, Rakana, had few resources. We hadn't even developed fusion power when the soil began to fail from overuse and pollution. The Hanar found us a century ago. They sent hundreds of ships, evacuated thousands of us. Billions more had to be left behind.
What's the state of Rakana now?
Do you read your philosophers? A man named Thomas Hobbes. When all the world is overcharged with inhabitants, then the last remedy of all is war, which provideth for every man by victory or death. As Rakana died around them, my people slaughtered each other for mouthfuls of water, crumbs of food.
But you don't kill for the Hanar anymore. You're freelance. What changed?
I was asleep for a long time, yes. I paid no attention to what my body was asked to do, but then... a laser dot trembles on the skull. One finger twitch, he dies. Then, the smell of spice on the spring wind. Sunset-colored eyes defiant in the scope. The laser dances away. My apologies. Drell slip into memory so easily.
Сейчас представил себе, допустим, если бы на месте дрелов были бы люди, да, в нашей вселенной, представим, да, не вселенной Mass Effect, прилетают какие-то челноки и из нескольких миллиардов людей забирают несколько тысяч, и вы попадаете просто в другой мир, там самые разные расы, корабли, космические приключения, типа другие планеты, если я еще не говорю про это. То есть, что, блин, просто невообразимое что-то происходит с вами. Согласились бы вы на это? Я думаю, да, но вот обживаться было бы трудно. в новой обстановке.
Was that one of your assassinations?
Yes. Perhaps we can discuss it later. I've wasted too much of your time. Do you need something?
Have a few minutes to
later.
talk.
I'd like to consider what we've already
Do
discussed.
you mind if I ask you a few
Not at all.
questions?
Лучше не
I need to
нормальнее.
have the best equipment possible to take on the collectors. Do you have any leads I could chase down?
I've already upgraded the Normandy's exploration probes.
Ah,
I have no
ладно.
additional suggestions.
When you pray for the wicked, who exactly are you praying to?
That depends on the circumstance. To find my target, I speak with Kira, Lord of Hunters. When I act to defend another, Arashu, goddess of motherhood and protection. And when I have taken my target, I speak with Kalahira, goddess of oceans and the afterlife.
I didn't know that Drell had many gods.
It's one of our older beliefs. Many embrace the Hanar and Kindlers now, or the Asari philosophies. The old ways are dying. There are so many ways to interpret one's place in the universe. Who needs the wisdom of our ancestors? The younger generations don't believe they can help us fathom genetic engineering, orbital strikes, or alien races.
Oceans and afterlife don't seem to have much in common.
Consider, the ocean is full of life, yet it is not life as you and I know it. To survive there, we must release our hold on land, accept a new way to live. So it is with the death. The soul must accept its departure from the body. If it can't, it will be lost.
The Drell live on the Hanar homeworld, don't
Yes, I know many think the Han are difficult to understand. It's just that they're very formal with those they don't know. We know them quite well. If you ever get close enough to a Hanar that they tell you their soul name, you would find them warm.
they? I thought that Hanar only let very close friends know their soul name.
Most of my commissions were for Hanar. I grew close to my regular contacts. Soul names tend to be poetic. A Hanar known for its cynicism might take a name that means illuminates the folly of the dancers.
Hanar talk using bioluminescence. That's more of an obstacle than their politeness.
True. Many Drell have had their eyes genetically modified to perceive their higher frequency flashes. I had the treatment. I can't tell the difference between a dark red and black, but I can see ultraviolet light as a silver color.
There's something else I'd like to
Ask.
talk about. You mind if I ask
Not
you
at
a few
all.
questions? There's something else
Ask.
I'd like to have a few minutes
Later.
to talk.
I'd like to I shall return
Ты
to my
наговорился
meditation.
пока что. Идем дальше. Лена комната. Все с косуми.
There you are. Jacob deserves better than a father like that. I probably would have wanted to shoot him too. I can see why Jack is the way she is. I don't like it, but I get it. It must have been really hard for Samara to ask you to help kill her own daughter. She told me she really appreciated your help. As hardcore as she is, I'm not sure she could have done it without you. Come back later. I'm sure I'll have more to talk about.
Да, Кас, может еще приду. Так, теперь Миранда, которая недвузначно намекает, что надо бы, так сказать, прилечь перед финальной миссией.
Commander, what can I do for you?
Do you have a minute, Miranda?
I do. I suppose we should talk. I don't know what this is. If this is stress or just blowing off steam or...
I care about you, Miranda. And I think you care about me.
This is no time for emotional entanglement.
Просто
You and I know
поебитесь,
more about
е-мое.
the collectors than anyone. We know how unlikely it is that we're coming back alive. What idiotic bunch of hormones thought that now was a great time for love?
Любовь?
Who said anything about love? I'm just trying to get you in the
О,
bed.
это улыбочка
You
Шепард.
ass.
Come on, Miranda. You want this.
Yeah, I do. So don't die. You promised me, damn it.
I died once already. I don't plan to do it again.
Give me some time. When I'm ready, I'll come by, okay?
Кам. готово?
Commander,
Начнем.
what can I do for
You
you?
have a minute, Miranda?
Always. I'm dealing with a few loose ends for Cerberus. We haven't had much free time lately, but I haven't forgotten our earlier discussion. Assuming you're still interested.
Да.
Oh, I'm definitely interested.
Glad to hear it. I'll be by the next time things are quiet. Commander,
You have a minute, Miranda?
always. But assuming you're still
Oh,
glad
I'm
to hear it.
definitely-
I'll be by the next time things are quiet. Commander, what can I do for you?
I'll let you work.
Of course, Commander.
Торопись, а то полечу к Лиаре.
Weren't you originally stationed
Корабль.
on Horizon?
Так веселее будет.
If I hadn't joined Cerberus, I'd be abducted by the collectors right now.
Shepard, need
Have
me
you got a minute?
Sure, just killing time anyway. I wanted to thank you again for your help with Sidonis. Whatever happens with the Collectors or the Reapers or whoever else comes after us, I know you'll get the job done.
Кто-то еще?
You actually think we'll find something worse than collectors or reapers?
I like to expect the worst. There's a small chance I'll be pleasantly surprised.
I couldn't do this without you, Garrus.
Sure you could. Not as stylishly, of course. It's strange going into a suicide mission on a human ship. Your people don't prepare for high-risk operations the way Turians do.
Honestly, Garrus, what do you think our chances are?
Honestly, the Collectors killed you once, and all they did is piss you off. I can't imagine they'll stop you this time. But an unmapped area, advanced technology, and the Collectors. We're going to lose people. No way around that. Not a happy analysis, I know. Don't worry. I won't spread it around. And I'm with you regardless.
Да, никого не потеряем. Корабль загрыжен по самые помидоры.
Do you ever regret leaving CSEC or the Turian military?
Not for a minute. When it comes down to it, Shepard, I don't think I'm a very good Turian. When a good Turian hears a bad order, he follows it. He might complain, but he knows his place. I just don't see the point in staying quiet and polite. Not when the galaxy is at stake.
How do Turian crews get ready for high-risk missions?
With violence, usually. Turian ships have more operational discipline than your alliance, but fewer personal restrictions. Our commanders run us tight, and they know we need to blow off steam. Turian ships have training rooms for exercise, combat sims, even full-contact sparring. Whatever lets people work off stress.
You mean Turian ships have crewmen fighting each other before a mission?
It's supervised, of course. Nobody's going to risk an injury that interferes with the mission, and it's a good way to settle grudges amicably. I remember right before one mission, we were about to hit a Batarian pirate squad. Very risky. This recon scout and I had been at each other's throats. Nerves, mostly. She suggested we settle it in the ring.
И сколько раз ты ее уложил на ринге?
I assume you took her down gently?
Actually, she and I were the top-ranked hand-to-hand specialists on the ship. I had reach, but she had flexibility. It was brutal. After 9 rounds, the judge called it a draw. There were a lot of unhappy bettors in the training room. We ended up holding a tiebreaker in her quarters. I had reach, but she had flexibility. More than one way to work off stress, I guess.
Да что ты, Шепард, качаешь головой? Скоро сам будешь снимать стресс с Мирандой перед финальной миссией.
I thought you'd be used to high-risk operations on human ships. I mean, think about tracking Saren to Ilos.
Sure, but that was quick. We raced out, landed, blew up some Geth, and saved the galaxy. This time we've got Miranda and Cerberus and that AI all telling us what we're up against. I think I preferred blind optimism.
Thanks for the talk, Garrus. I'll see you later.
Sure thing. Shepard,
Have you got a minute?
Калибруешь?
for a bit, I'm in the middle of some calibrations.
Хорошо,
Talk to you
калибруй.
later if you need me.
Так, дальше у нас, по-моему, да, Самара. Тоскуешь по дочке?
Marth haunted my dreams and waking hours equally. For the first time in 400 years, I am free. I am a ruined vessel of sorrow and regret, but I am free. It is not a feeling I can describe.
Was it worth it?
It was never a question of worth, but of need. I had to take the action I did, as did she. This was never a story that would have a happy outcome.
You did your duty. What about your feelings?
One of my daughters is dead. My hopes, my dreams were all bound up in my children. Still, my feelings have always come after my duty. The same is true of you.
You said that Morinth was a monster, but she was still your daughter.
She was the strongest and smartest. She would not accept the injustice thrust upon her. She fought to the end. I am so...
You killed her for being what she was.
And I would again. But I also know what it means to leave everything behind and fight. Do you realize that she went on the run at the age of 40? I do not know human years well, but it is very young for Asari.
Ну, если переводить на человеческий возраст, если Азари живут, ну, условно, 1000 лет, люди, условно, 100 лет, так, 40, это будет... Блин, математика сломалась, к сожалению. 4 годика, если по человеческим меркам она убежала от тебя из дома.
What will you do now that Morinth is gone?
Assuming I survive your mission, I am a Justicar. Injustice still exists, and perhaps even other Ardatyakshi.
There's no way to correct the condition Morinth had?
We are an advanced species, but we don't have magic. When the trait manifests at maturity, it is too late for mitigation. It only occurs in purebloods like myself. Perhaps that is the root of the stigma regarding Asari-exclusive pairings. I don't know.
Никогда об этом не задумывался. А сама Самара является Ардаtyakshi? Или у нее только дочки, 3 штучки, которые она нарожала, являются ими? Может, она и сама тоже Ардаtyakshi? Хотя нет. Тогда, если бы у нее было это генетическое заболевание, она бы убила бы всех своих партнеров, когда пыталась бы спариться с ними и родить дочерей. Но при этом непонятно, типа, а может быть, она может спариваться с другими Азари, даже если она Ардаtyakshi. Этот момент не проясняется. Либо проясняется, но я его как-то не очень сильно изучал.
I thought Ardatyakshi were extremely rare.
Asari have spread to many worlds. There are remote regions with no government oversight. If I travel to those worlds and they do exist, I will find them.
Morinth claimed that her condition was the future of the Asari race.
Morinth would say anything that served her cause. Ardatyakshi are sterile, Shepherd. That wouldn't be a particularly viable future for my people.
А вот и проясни момент. Если Ардаtyakshi бесплодны, как сейчас только что сказала Самара, значит сама она Ардаtyakshi не является, потому что родила 3 детей, да? Если мама была бесплодна, не смогла бы она это сделать.
You don't want to settle down?
I did. I returned to my homeworld and tried to start a family. I will fight and struggle all my life. That is my fate. When I die, it will not be in bed. I am at peace with that.
You still control the direction of your life.
I have chosen this path. I truly am at peace, due in no small part to you.
Шепот аж подпрыгнул, блин, после такого комплимента.
How are you?
Perhaps we could speak later. I wish to, of course.
Так, на этом этаже вроде бы со всеми поговорили. Можно спускаться на следующий. Так, сейчас проверим. Миранда, да, Гарус, Самара, Тейнка, да, со всеми поговорили. Теперь на эту палубу, на инженерную. Так, начнем с Грюнта.
Makes me want to fight, not just able to. And Uvink, I wanted to disembowel him, to tear out his spine like a trophy.
We started this because you were losing control. Now you sound more violent than ever.
Rex said I was normal. Just had this built-up stuff because of being grown in the tank. Now that I know it's not an outside thing, and I have a place as a Krogan, I like it. Our enemies are in trouble, Shepard, and we better not run out of targets.
I'm not planning on living like this forever, Brent.
Talk like that, and it won't be your choice. I'm sure as hell not quitting with a whimper. Just so you're clear where we stand. Shepard.
Just checking in. How you doing?
Humans talk too much. Like the tank. Come back later.
What do you think about the crew?
Good bunch if they stay out of my way. Dead bunch if they don't. Train them good if you want to take on collectors.
Anything in your tank?
Nothing else I can think of. I'm no
That's all for
Shepard.
И заглянем к этому говнястому тирану. Я выбесил своей миссии лояльности.
Back for another lesson. Jack, subject zero, whatever you call her. Hell of a girl. Could have used a destructive little bitch like that 10 years ago when we dropped blind into the Krogan DMZ. Took out a lot of Krogan that day, but we lost way too many men. I've done a lot of crazy things, but I never tried to take on a Threshermore on foot before. Standard operating procedure when you get a Threshermore is run the hell away. Pick up sticks, move the hell out. Krogan don't know any better, I guess. Still, hell of a fight. I should let you go. Talk more later, Shepard.
Окей, бывай. Дальше у нас Дали.
Keela, I'm sorry I dragged you into Quarian politics. All that infighting, seeing what my father did. You were the only one there for me, Shepard. The only cover I had against that storm. Thank you.
I imagine they're trying to fill your father's spot on the Admiralty board. What will that do to the balance of power?
I have no idea. Being exiled might have made it easier. A few people are suggesting me as a candidate. Replacing an admiral takes time, though. You may not have noticed, but
Заметил, Дали, заметил.
Are Quarian politics always like that?
No. Sometimes it can actually get unpleasant. We're a very social people, Shepard. We have to be, to make up for being stuck in these suits. And part of that means getting involved in each other's business.
The whole trial was insulting. You should have had time to mourn your father.
I don't think life is about what you deserve. But my father would be honored that I chose to mourn him by blowing up a lot of gas. I should get back to work. But thanks for checking on me. Shepard, what
Have you got time to talk?
I really need to clean up this engine. Maybe later? Talk to you later.
Maybe later. Так, пойдемте заглянем еще и к Джек тоже.
Hey.
Tell me about you, Jack. What are you up to?
Still checking out your ship. Wouldn't mind putting her through her paces when you're not around.
I doubt Joker would appreciate that. At least not while we're working.
Relax. Joyriding doesn't have the thrill it used to. Besides, if I wanted it, I'd take it.
That's so.
I've been around. Ran with gangs, wiped out some gangs, joined a cult. Kept the haircut. I learned how to survive and not be a victim.
It's hard to imagine you in a cult. That usually involves a lot of rules.
I was looking for answers. Drugs and sex and going to a better place. A better place, right. It was all about money. They wanted to take a colony, shake the suckers down to fund their spread, and guess who was their ace in the hole? They were just like the rest. Didn't give one shit about me.
Дай угадаю, ты их убила?
What did you do when you found out?
What do you think?
Я уже озвучу, что я думаю.
You must have met some good people too.
You've seen where I came from. Everybody wants something. And because of that, everything is fair game. Murder, assault, kidnapping, drugs, stealing, arson. Done it all. And that's the boring shit. Piracy, theft of military craft, destruction of a space station, and vandalism. That was a good one.
Military's a hard target. Bet that made you some friends.
Shouldn't have left the thing unlocked. Besides, parades are boring. I helped.
space station. You're pushing what I can believe.
Ain't saying it was easy. Not everything is spur of the moment. Sometimes you gotta work to give people what they deserve. Had some people I hung with for a while. Outlaw colony. Felt like they were like me. Guess that made us a nice target. Turians think they know something about a scorched earth response. Fuck 'em.
Fuck 'em.
You were a pirate too?
Ties in with the kidnapping. If you hijack a passenger ship and don't kill everyone, anyway. Good lesson. Simpler to just kill them all.
I'm surprised you'd even mention vandalism at that bunch.
That's what the Hanar call it when you crash that space station I mentioned into one of their moons and make a new crater. They really liked that moon.
Джек.
Do you ever wonder if you could have done things differently?
No.
Shouldn't you?
There's no reason I should be alive, but I am. You know why? Instinct. It's worked for me so far, and I'm not gonna change. Hey, Shepard. No one's ever asked me about this shit. It's strange to talk about. Thanks for asking.
Да нет, что бывай.
Tell me about
I'm
you.
done talking. Come back later.
I should go.
Okay, talk later.
Так, сейчас, секундочку. Кошка стучится. Так, поболтали с ребятами. Думаю, еще можно слетать от основного элемента. Ладно, сейчас можно слетать, наверное, на станцию зверопосредника Гляре, перекинуть парочке ребят скиллы.
No messages for you, Commander.
Ну и прекрасно. Блин, в другую систему лететь придется. Хакет и Пятый флот устроили засаду на пиратов, грабящих колонию. Плюс 2000 кредитов. Неудача. Тест антибиотиков фонда Сирта приостановлены решением цитадели. На основе ясной цитадели пытаются отправить на работу в системах терминус новых репортеров, воспользоваться своими ресурсами, обеспечить журналистов безопасным жильем и надежным источником информации, чтобы они смогли дать агентству новости с переднего края галактики. Покупаю. Все инициативы набирают силу и становятся слишком опасной. Разверните общегалактическую информационную кампанию, в которой будет широко встречаться коррупционные сети и их частые конфликты с нанимателями. После этого часть потенциальных заказов сети отойдет конкурентам. Окей, берем. Дискредитация. Удачи. После развернутой вами кампании политик ушел в отставку. 5000 кредитов. Удача. Полиция тайно выделила вам долю конфискованных на наркофабрике денег. Вывка денежек с наркотиков. Еще 3000 сверху накинули. На батарианской планете Харшан участились вооруженные конфликты между разными странами. Сделать так, чтобы ни одна из сторон не могла одержать верх над остальными, регулируя продажу оружия всем участникам конфликта. Это уже какой-то, блин, Вьетнам, что-то зараза. Или как это называется, Афганистан, что ли. продажа оружия нашим и вашим. Химическая война. Компания Binary Helix пытается разработать для солдат Альянса гормональные имплантаты, нарушающие закон Цитадели. Компания будет очень вам благодарна, если вы заранее предупредите ее о визите инспекторов Цитадели. Своих людских корешей предупредить, так и быть, хотя дичь какая-то. Так, давайте Тейну перекинем. Возьмем ему разрывные патроны для отряда на максималку. Пассивку на максималку. Так. Так, а здесь надо 7 очков. Вот так вот оставим. Так, Джек берем деформирующие патроны. Всем, думаю, вкачаем их классовый скилл особый, который открылся после их миссии лояльности. Плюс прокачаем пассивку, а там уже дальше на что хватит. Вот Джек ударную волну, допустим, качаем полностью. Так, Гарус. Ему бронебойки докачаем для отряда. Пассивку на урон. Так, здесь надо будет 7 очков, а у нас здесь только... Точнее, стоп. 10 очков надо, здесь только не хватит. Ладно, будет перегрузка на максималку, насколько возможно. Так, Грюд следующий. Ему оборону вкачаем. Мощную оборону возьмем. Пассивку на плюс урон, скорее всего. Конечно, можно сделать из него танка, но лучше плюс урон оружия будет. Так. Блин, зажигательный патрон не получится взять для всего отряда для него, да? Обидно, обидно очень сильно. Тогда может быть отменить. Блин, не получится отменить, да, целиком. Ну ладно, тогда пускай это будет так. Будет танковать, а не дамажить. Ладно, так вот Джейка мы тоже перекинем. Так, вот тебе возьмем зажигалку для отряда. И барьер. Так, Самаре. Пассивку. Опустошение. И бросок. Так, орден. Хотя, знаете что, вот нервный шок мне не нравится. Возьму лучше славянского ученого на максималку. И воспламенение с заморозкой. Так, Тали. Тали, по-моему, был хороший, но ладно, тоже прокачаем. Боевой дрон точно. Итальянский техник, чтобы быстрее откатывать умение. Точнее, что она больше длилась у нее. Так, и пополам, что ли, раскидать? Хотя нет, лучше поглощение энергии. Так, Касуми. Давайте не будем трогать. Заид, Миранда. Тоже, если правильно помню, все хорошо там со скиллами. Плюс, скорее всего, я их не буду брать на миссии, которые остались. Летим за системой свой-чужой, разбившийся жнеца. Заправимся чуть-чуть. Можно и зонды купить. Не знаю, правда, зачем. Просто чтобы были. Так, в эту Хокинга летим. В систему Торн. Стыкуемся. Так, пытаемся вспомнить, что нас ждет. Нас ждут враги. Точно. Продание. Коллекционеры, ладно, они сейчас называют. Это значит будет броня. Это значит надо брать зажигалку. В идеале. Ну, либо можно просто по самому поступить. Взять опять двух снайперов моих любимых отряд. Так, здесь все нормально с оружием. Здесь тоже. Проверим себя. Да, у нас оружие правильно стоит. Все, можем выдвигаться. Знаменитые космические ветры. Надо спустить паруса на Нормандии. Про гетов я не помню, если честно.
The Reaper's Mass Effect fields are still active. We just passed inside their envelope. Eye of the Hurricane, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Exploring an abandoned area, expecting something mechanical and nasty to jump out at any moment. Just like old times.
Гарс, иди в жопу.
The airlock has been installed at the far end of the hold section. We have begun pressurization for shirt sleeves work. The crew is edgy. I reassure them it is mere nerves, a superstitious reaction to what this hold represents. The corpse of a vast ancient life form. Privately, I can't deny the atmosphere. The angles of the walls seem to press down on you. I find myself clenching my teeth.
Че, 4000 нашли? Можем двигаться дальше. Уже две птички сразу поставили.
We finished cataloging specimens A203 to B016. No evidence of active nanotechnology noted. Dr. Chandana believes they would have decayed over the last 37 million years. There's not enough data to support his claim. He asserts that the truth is patently obvious. I am concerned. Chandana has been staring at the samples for hours. He says he's listening to them.
What
Что
just
это
happened?
было?
The Reaper put up kinetic barriers. I don't think we can get through from our side.
We're trapped. How disquieting.
We'll have to take down the barrier generators from in here. Any idea where they are?
At the moment of activation, I detected a heat spike in what is likely the Rex Mass Effect core, sending the coordinates now. Be advised, this core is also maintaining the Reaper's altitude.
So when we take the barriers down to escape, the wreck falls into the planet core.
And that means everyone dies. Yeah, I got it.
If any helmsman can pull us off this thing before it reaches crush depth, it's you. We'll make a sweep for survivors and recover what data we can. Stand by.
Aye, aye. Good hunting.
I've heard stories about this sort of atrocity. I thought they were exaggerated.
You're married? You never mentioned that.
Katie had anger management issues. When my brother got married, the best man tried to hit on her. She kicked him down the church steps.
What? Katie's my wife. I must have told you this story.
No, I know my wife. I remember that day was the only time I saw her wear stockings.
Yeah, the kind with seams up the back. That's what I remember too.
What the hell is this? How can we remember the same thing?
It sounds like the Reaper was affecting their minds.
There.
Наши добрые знакомые хаски.
Those are high-pressure tanks. They might be useful improvised weapons.
Destabilize their bodies.
Блин, Гарус мне свои бронебойки зарядил. Еще лезут.
Understood.
Сколько шорс там, блин, сидит, блин, в засаде. Все, лезьте, лезьте, блин. Все, вроде бы нет больше пока что.
I had wondered if the technology to make husks came from the Geth or Sovereign.
I'd say this confirms it as Reaper tech.
Heads up! Moving.
Understood.
Never saw me coming.
I'll be right there.
Understood.
Да, два снайпера, конечно, имбоишие. Стреляю только так. Так, что-то у вас расплодилось, ребята, прям много. Это фильм «Сквозь горизонт». Про живой корабль. Опять же. Какую-то гадость в нем, которая жила.
I couldn't see the shooter. Survivor from the sides team.
This might be useful.
Снайперки. Сейчас, по-моему, будет весело, что отпрыски пойдут, или как они называются. Прокосил. От этого попал. Засаимся на всякий случай. И немножко отступаем. Лучше немножко отступаем. Как говорится, тактическое отступление иногда полезно. Это ни в коем случае не бегство с поля боя. Кайф, дробовик зарешал. Стреляем пока в большого. Думаю, ребят нас подефают от той мелочи, которая у нас бежит. Хотя ладно. Застрелим его. Все. С большим тоже пришли вопросы. Подберем патроны. Пойдем дальше. По-моему, еще один большой должен быть, если меня не изменяет память, опять же. Жесткое крепление кожи. Это нам пригодится. Что за алтарь у вас тут, ребят? Да, было дело.
There are tales of such things among my people. Devices buried on distant worlds that turn the finders into abominations.
See how the room is arranged? They treated this thing like some kind of altar.
It does look like that. But why would they want this to happen?
You heard the logs. They were seeing things, hearing things. They were being indoctrinated. We can't help these people now, but we won't let the machines use their corpses like this.
Agreed.
Так, а в какую нам сторону идти? Обратно, похоже. Вот сюда. Целых 5 дней. Шепард решил наконец-то взять для разнообразия штурмовку в руки, а не пистолетик во время кат-сцены. Легиончик. Это я.
Since when do Geth operate alone? They get smarter the more of them there are.
Этот умный Гарус и сам по себе. Блин, промазал. Гарус пошел штурмовать впритык со снайперской винтовки, блин. Да, Цербер тут успел обосноваться, конечно, на мертвом жнеце. Даже он какие-то постройки заделали себе. Так, давайте, наверное, всякий случай дебейк возьмем в руки. Мало ли, как говорится. Так, походу там где-то большая дура стоит, которая волны пускает. И это плохо. Ставим снайперку, заряжаем огненные патроны. И настреливаем в отпрыска. Чувак, покажись, тебя ж не видно. Так, где мои... Где моя первая помощь, как говорится? Подъем, ребят. Все, ждем мы здесь. Бля, сейчас будет весело. Стоит осторожно. Еще толпа вылезла. Своимся на всякий случай. Аптечка. Кажется, по-моему, еще полезут. Ребят, ну идите сюда, блин. Кто воевать еще будет, кроме меня, а? Достижение охотник за головами. Засейвимся. Идем дальше. Еще одна аптечка. Большая хрень идет в нашу сторону. Отпрыск. Отступайте, ребят. Вроде бы все, вроде только отпуск остался. Заряжаем 8. И фигачим по нему. Все, кайф, добили. Стоп, добили же? Теперь точно добили. Немножко поддефаем наших ребяток. Тихо, 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 тихо. Снизу какой-то дробовик Цербер лежит. Видимо, на плюс урон, надо поднять его. Отлично. Так, ребята, идите пока туда. Мне кажется, я знаю, что сейчас будет, если я правильно помню, опять же. Да, я правильно помню, что сейчас будет. Промазал. Ответ упал. Все, готов. Тайминг. Еще большая порция хасков. Комбинация, конечно, хорошая. 2 снайпера, скорострельной винтовкой, плюс я на ледяных патронах подмораживаю. Получается прям офигенная комбо. Отлично, разобрались, подвигаемся дальше. За всякий случай засейвимся, потому что я не помню, что сейчас будет здесь под врагам. Еще 2 отпуска, да, еще 2 отпуска. Завис. Не завис. Оказалось. А теперь он просто умер. Блин, промазал. Все, и идем дальше. Какой-то один рандомный хаск еще не выскочил до этого. Не рандомный.
All we need to do now is destroy the Mass Effect core.
Then we get off the ship fast.
Окей, заходим. Какая-то у них простая головоломка на ядре эффекта массы стоит.
This must be it.
So the Cerberus team did recover it. But where are they now?
Тут он, конечно, шмыляет. И хренак в отрубе. помню, если честно, как ядро открывать. Нужно что-то для этого делать. И просто нужно выдерживать толпу врагов. Так, я тоже, блять, умею драться. Так, не дали много настроить, конечно. Давайте, ребят, по углам разошлись. Так, я нас по дефу с левой стороны. Так, вот эта хрень мне не нравится. Так, зажали, прям натурально зажали. Возможно выйти. Так, где мой дробовичок? О, с ребят реснуло. Стреляем немножко со снайперки. Так, это был не очень выстрел. Ай-яй, ай-яй, ай-яй. Еще один, еще один, еще один. Есть, кайф. А, бери военный трофей, как говорится. Оттуда и, кстати, взяли так много хасков. А, хотя точно это ж корабль жнецов. Стоп, это старый корабль жнецов. У них же не было людей в наличии. С чего они сделали хасков? Вопросы, столько вопросов. Тейн, давай, сваливай, я за тобой. Получена система опознавания свой-чужой жнецов. Гибель отряда Цербера на жнеце — факт печальный, но не неожиданный. Мы сравним жизненные показатели команды с показателями обнаруженных на жнеце хасков. Возможно, нам удастся понять механизм замещения сознания и трансформации в хаска. Опыт, жесткое укрепление кожи, урон дробовика, урон снайперки, кредиты, платина.
Unique piece of salvage we recovered. For now, we've stored it in Edie's AI core. We need better equipment to fight the Reapers. An intact Geth would be invaluable to Cerberus's cyber weapons division.
We'll have to disagree on that, ma'am. I saw enough of these things on Eden Prime. Space it.
Cerberus has a long-standing cash bounty for an intact Geth. I assure you, the reward is significant.
I want to know why it has a piece of N7 armor strapped to its chest.
Battle trophy, maybe? Would a machine care about that?
No. Trophies imply emotions that AIs don't have. I doubt it's more than a convenient field repair.
I've killed hundreds of these things, but I've never had a chance to talk to one. This one tried to communicate with us. Hell, it probably saved our lives. Why?
Reactivating the Geth is a risk. If you do so, it should be for humanity's best interests, and not your curiosity.
I still think our best interests involve an airlock.
Чувак, я тебя, блядь, сейчас в эрлок выкину.
I'm not deciding one way or the other until I know what we've got here. I want to start it up. Interrogate it.
If we activate it, there is no guarantee we can deactivate
Вы
it
открыли
again.
достижение свой-чужой.
That's not what I...
Thank you, both of you, for your recommendations. I've made my decision.
Tally's gonna freak when she hears about this.
Ты, блин, хотя бы не выеживайся про Тали. Не знаю, выглядит не очень.
However, the device is Reaper technology. Linking it with the Normandy's systems poses certain risks.
I trust you, Edie. I know you won't let anything happen to the ship.
Understood, Shepard. It may take several hours before the IFF is ready for shakedown. I will alert you as soon as it is ready.
Sounds good. Until then, it's business as usual. Crew dismissed.
Отступника накинули за что-то. Так, ладно. На сегодня тогда пока заканчиваю с Mass Effect. На следующем стриме, думаю, вполне возможно, даже не вполне возможно, а почти наверняка, уже закончу второй Mass Effect. Всем спасибо, кто был сегодня со мной. Всем спасибо, кто будет смотреть записи. Подписывайтесь на канал на ютубе, на твиче. Впереди очень много